Greetings, podcast family. My name is Duncan Masiwa, and I'm thrilled to welcome you back to another episode of our Farmer Mentor series, proudly presented by Farmers Inside Track. In this episode, we have the privilege of delving into the story of Thabang Hlabedi, the farm manager of BaKwa-Hlabedi farm. Now, alongside his mother, Mme Seline Hlabedi, Thabang oversees operations on a sprawling 400 plus hectare farm specializing in livestock. Their primary focus revolves around nurturing Bonsmara cattle, sheep, and cultivating crops such as maize, soya, and an array of vibrant vegetables. Join us as we explore how this dynamic farm manager orchestrates a thriving commercial operation through a blend of passion and strategic moves. Thabang, welcome to Farmers Inside Track. It's definitely lovely having another Hlabedi here on our podcast platform. I spoke to your mother some time ago and she gave me a very interesting background into your family's journey into the agricultural sector and what you've been able to achieve on that beautiful piece of land there in Gauteng. Now, I know your journey into agriculture is quite different to the journey that your mom had. Maybe let's start there. Where exactly does your journey in the agricultural sector start? Does it start with your mom benefiting from government land?
Started even before my mother acquired the farm and getting into agriculture. Because now remember that it got to certain months. So now how it started was basically my love for animals. So that's how it started, like your normal any child that grew up in the township, loving your dog, loving your cats. I grew up around cats mostly and dogs. And me growing up, I also loved having birds, pigeons. So I always actually pleasured them a lot.
Oh, wow.
So that's how it actually started. And my grandma, she had a tree of apricots at home. And not just apricots, also we grew up calling it porphyry, fig. So growing up, I grew up around those things and I always loved pruning those trees. I always loved playing around those trees, lavender, catching fruits. Always knew what is the best fruit to get, to pick from the trees. Every time when they needed the best, they always change the just go up the tree and just look for the best thing. They always knew that I would always come up with the best. Even with the animals at home, the dogs, I always took care of them. Oh. I'm the one that always fed them, bathed them, did everything. The cats, even all the way to the pigeons. I would say it actually started while I was still young, but without nature. As time went on, then that's when it started growing. Every time my grandmother did her garden, I was always in the garden with her. So as time went on, then that's when my mother, after she moved from SAPS, that's when she started making, with that communal farming in schools and all that, and developing other women into agriculture. And that happened in my vicinity, and I always witnessed it, and I always experienced it. And at some point, I would actually also help her. So that's how it actually started with her. And as time went on, that's when she acquired a farm. And when she acquired a farm, that's when I made into the farm and started concentrating into it.
So at what point do you have that conversation with yourself and say, no, Manesh, this is actually something that I want to turn into a career? When do you have that conversation?
It actually, that mindset actually came up with this 2 years my mother acquired a farm. It's when I started noticing that, it's doable, you can do it, you can make a living of it. That's when I said, hey, pardon me, let me just concentrate on this. And I don't want to lie, at first when I started, to me, it was me experimenting because I'm one person, I'm very curious, I love experimenting, I never doubt anything for anything, understand? So I do what I think can be experimented onto it and can be done if possible, if no one has ever done it before. When my mother acquired a farm, that's when I said, let me just dare, let me just see what's going to happen. So that's where my 100% totally up and me seeing that I can actually pay it and I can turn it into what career started.
What's interesting about you is that despite having a clear love and passion for animals, agriculture was not your first option.
I'm actually working a corporate job. I was working a corporate job. To be quite honest, I have let's say that, me studying agriculture, it was me saying I need to have some sort of agricultural qualification just so I can also be able to excel in the business side of things in the corporate side of agriculture. In terms of experience, in terms of me having the knowledge, in terms of really doing agriculture, I never studied for that. So at that time, I was still making a corporate job. Right after the farmer was acquired, that's when I bravely said, let me take a chance, because you know what they say. In life, the biggest risk is not taking a risk. If the corporate world, go with agricultural thing, and I'm doing it passionately, because money never came to my mind, and someone like that. It was only the satisfaction that I get, the benefit that I get, the fulfillment that I even free, when I get it, or when I do it. So that's when I just said, let me just leave the corporate world, and let me just go into it. So I was still working by then, and I didn't study. So now all the qualifications that I have, all the agricultural qualifications, I acquired them already being here at the farming area. That's how it went.
Tell me, how does your day start? What time do you wake up in the morning?
Farmer never sleeps.
Why is that? Why don't you sleep?
I think or everyone that dies farming same time, then they tell you a farmer never sleeps. Remember now, there's no business that doesn't have any risk into it. Say, when it comes to agriculture, you go through horrible things like stock theft, you go through things like the crop being burned, and some to an extent that your crop being stolen also, while in the farm. So it's not that easy for you to just say it's 8 o'clock, I've had my supper, I've had my late night bath, and then just stay to bed and sleep. Because the fact you remember that the kids, they're not sleeping, or rather all those that do, they're not sleeping. While you stay to sleep, they go and harvest, and your trees were outside. Being a farmer never sleeps. So when we start my days, it's really thing and started getting into the agriculture sector. Or when I start my day, I'm actually not starting my day, but I'm actually continuing my day from what I did yesterday. When I sleep, I just take naps. That's it. So that's how hectic it is. To be a farmer, that's able to prosper. The one thing that you need to be the most, that always remember, is the fact that you have to do it passionately. And for something that you're doing passionately, you need to take all the risk. The risk. So you really can't just say you won't go to sleep and wake up tomorrow, everything is 35. You need to sleep with one eye open. But yet, at the same time, it's all very good at the end of the day.
It sounds like farming keeps you up at night, keeps you awake at night.
It does, actually. I believe them to not speak about that. It does, and not.
What are some of the strategies that you have implemented that you would say has gotten you this far in your agricultural business?
One of them that I'm proud of, I'm very proud of right now, is my breeding plan for animals. I'm very proud of myself for strategizing and doing it that way. Here's the thing. Let me just take it from scratch as to what is a breeding program. Remember now, a breeding program is a plan that you need to have in order for you to lay, or rather it's a seed that you use in order for you to breed your animals, in order for you to be able to have animal production in your farm, right? Remember now, when you just take a bull, your boar, whatever, and you just put it into your female animal, and you just let them get it, and then you set the period and you take them out, you're not very curious to how many females that you get pregnant, and how many, basically what percentage, what conception rate did you have for that season, or rather for that year. So now meaning that you will not be certain as to how many cows are going to deliver calves baby this year. So now you just only get to see as soon as they start giving birth. That's when you eliminate that, oh, this cow getting his birth, that one getting his birth, they say that kind of thing. And you will not know if maybe there's a cow that has a breeding problem within your cow. You only get to see maybe 2 or 3 years later when it's not giving you any cow. That's when you get to notice that, man, this one is not productive. And by so doing, so imagine you only notice 3 years later, how much would that cow cost you so far? You've been nurturing it, you've been doing a lot for it. You've been giving it water, it's taking your pictures, you have to pay for everything. So now, what I came up with is, instead of just letting the baby walk with the cows during the previous season, what I did is, I did what I call intensive day. Make sure as early as 5 o'clock, the latest basically 5 o'clock, I'm already in the crowd. What I do, I just shake the cows up, all the females, and just try to touch which one is on it. As soon as I get that one that's in, I just put it aside, and then put it aside, put the bull into the crop, and just leave both of them to hold it together, and keep monitoring them, and make sure that the bull is monitoring onto her. Remember now, the bulls get only allowed for about 15 hours, so they start okay. So let's leave it there the whole day with the bull, into the crowd, let them make as much as they can. And then tomorrow morning, it's the same process. And I record each and everything at the end and end. By the time I was done, or rather by the time the breeding season is done, I already know how many cows have mated, how many cows are supposed to be pregnant, how many cows are supposed to deliver cows for me. So by so doing, then I know exactly each number that I'm staying on. And I'll be able to easily find out and notice or other feed each cow is actually not productive into the farm. Then I will be able to quickly call them out if I have to. And call them out and replace the cows that are going to be productive. Because now what I'm choosing is 100% conception and 100% death and with zero mortality. So by so doing, how it helps with the mortality in this way. Remember now, on the 1st of January, your bull worked on your number 1 cow, or rather on your number 5 cow. Then you know that after 300 days, definitely the cow has to give you a calf. So now you already know on which day during the year that cow is supposed to give you a calf. And you are already prepared for that specific cow. As soon as that time comes, you just put a closer to you. You know that for the whole day. Until it gives you a calf. And until it gives you a calf, if it happens by patient, you already there. You are ready to eat out. And then now that's how you get your 100% better rate. I know it sounds like it is. It is.
It's intense.
But then if you don't have the passion for it, then you don't have the patience, you ain't able to survive. Yes, that's what I did, and I know that's one strategy that I'm actually proud of. And so far with the previous breeding season, that I just said, right now I'm confident and 100%. I have 95% precision. Because even right after that, 3 months of that breeding season, then I just do the strategic diabetes. I just did a bit of training in terms of using my hand for strategic diabetes. So I'm actually able to see whether it's pregnant or not after 3 months. It's using my hand. But those are the difficult things to be able to see. And that's when I refer to a professional veterinarian. And then if they do have the equipment, they'll just have to come with the sauna and everything, and they do the same thing. Then I'll be this one is definitely pregnant. And those ones that I know that you have bred, and they've bred a couple of times, and still they didn't get pregnant, you need to quickly call them out before they caught for their expensive stage. And for that, you need to call them out and then replace them with those that I know that they'll be able to breed until they caught at the end of the day. That's one project that I'm proud of that I came up with, and it's working nicely. And the other one, and each of the Department of Agriculture also, while they research system to that one, erecting a sprout house. So now right there, with that greenhouse, it works every winter. So now when it's in winter season, as winter is getting into fruits now, during the middle of winter season, remember now there's no green grass, so you need that the greenhouse nutrients into the grass. So that's the reason why during winter season, in the right stock, you can create shape very quickly. And if you don't do something about it very quickly, you either will die and you will lose your money. So now what I do is, that sprout house is being erected. So now that's where we could produce continue grass and it could be party during winter. So during winter, they can still get the green grass flavored, all the nutrients, proteins, everything that's needed for them. So now that means I keep to that.
And how long have you been doing that?
In the sprout house, I started last year. And then the breeding program, I started, it's been 2 years, we're into our 3rd year now.
Yeah.
We're doing it for the 3rd year.
Now, I know you used to have a huge focus on sheep farming. Why did you start phasing out sheep production? Why was that so important?
We don't do sheep anymore. We used to be sheep, and we were coming off, yes, it's quite nice, it's struggle with sheep. So, but life happens, one of the things that happened with the sheep is actually one of the reasons why I told you before that as a farmer, you're not supposed to sleep. You're supposed to sleep with one eye open. A farmer never sleeps. A farmer will only rest. And remember, resting is very broad. When you rest, it's very broad. You can rest with your eye open. A farmer never sleeps. A farmer rests. So what happened with the sheep was, one night I was exhausted. Yes, I fell asleep, and I learned my lesson the very hard way that night. It was 188 of our sheep stolen.
Sure.
So right after they got stolen, then I said, no, you know what, I need to up the security and all that. So I did up the security. I had more dogs and all that. Everything was nice and okay, and I said, you know what, I've learned my lesson from that. And it so happened that after some time, they came back again.
Sure.
And this time around, they poisoned and killed all my dogs. We had 18 dogs, and they stayed 132 sheep.
Sure.
So So once that happened for the second time, I just decided, you know what, sheep, to be quite honest, in terms of stock, that they are the biggest target. And it's expected sheep are the biggest target. Then cattle after, then maize, pigs, that will come after. Sheep are the biggest target. So now me noticing, me experiencing at my house is very small. I didn't want to let go of them. So but then we had no other choice, so we just decided to just let go of them and let's just concentrate on the cattle. So we decided to eventually sell the rest and then just concentrate on cattle. And this has been concentrated on cattle. To be quite honest, it has gotten really to the any days. So it's only that she had to stop, and I make sure that I really stay up and I got a bit around the farm at all times. That's how typically when it comes to agriculture, we reach them. So if you don't have a culture, down to them, it's also heavy.
Join us again next time when we meet another seasoned steward of the earth, ready to guide the next generation of farmers. Don't miss out on the exclusive article covering this episode. Make sure you visit www.foodformzansi.co.za to be the first to read it. To our amazing audience of farmers and agriculture enthusiasts, thank you for joining us, and remember to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. From me, Duncan Masiwa, our technical producer Megan van der Vent, and the rest of #Team Food from Zanzi, thanks for listening.